in here. I'll have her in the hot seat here.
The hot shoe and the hot seat.
Hot shoe in the hot seat. You just want to throw those headphones on, and then what you're going to want to do is see the logo here. You want to talk right into there. Don't be afraid of it. We cleaned it, we promise.
So sorry that this guy gave you the completely wrong instructions about which building to go to.
It was actually him.
Yeah, I sent that text.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Tell her where to go while I talk here. But sorry to tell you to go to the wrong place. But you found us. So how's life in the Jamie Sullivan world?
It's pretty good. I'm going to college now in Ohio, so we flew down Thursday to make this race. So it's going pretty good.
So you've had to come quite a long way just to get back here.
1,000 miles.
1,000 miles, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I know. Hopefully you didn't have any trouble flying because I had a nightmare trying to get to Vermont last week. So I know how those flights can go. Hopefully everything went okay. I mean, you're here, so must have gone all right.
Yeah, it went perfect, so it's good.
Yeah,
So,
I picked this guy up from the airport, and he was wearing a Jason Lester shirt. Can you believe it?
Right? You're supposed to be sporting me. What happened?
I don't have a Jamie Sullivan shirt. Where's my shirt? Jason gave me a shirt. You know, I can only wear what I have. I mean, I guess I could make my own, but why do that if you have one?
I can get you one.
All right. Well,
all right.
We do collect shirts in our household, so it will not go to waste. That's for sure. So tell us about school. You just started. Where are you going?
I'm going to University of Northwestern Ohio. I'm studying the high performance motorsports with automotive. So right now I'm in electrical, and I've finished 3 weeks of the 6-week session. So I have 3 more weeks to go in the session, and I'm back for 18 days, and then I go back in August on the 18th to start another 6-week session.
So that school runs 6 weeks at a time? Like
Yes.
one class is 6 weeks?
Yep, and I'll be
Okay.
there for about 3.5 years. So.
That's pretty cool. So it's a little bit accelerated, but you still almost get the 4-year experience.
Oh,
So
yeah.
and you're studying electrical, you said?
Yeah, I'm in electrical 1 right now, and then not sure what class I have next, but it's 6 weeks long and it's 5 hours a day from Monday through Thursday. So.
All right. So you stay busy up there. And I see you've had some a little bit of fun up there, some incidents. You hurt. Was it your ankle that you hurt?
Yeah, I was riding a skateboard and I fell off.
Oh no.
Yeah, first week of school too.
Oh, that figures, right? You get there and you already broke your ankle. Way to go.
Oh yeah.
But it's feeling good enough to drive out there, though.
Of course, it's my brake pedal. But
Oh,
okay.
you don't need that.
Yeah.
You don't need that thing. How's the truck running tonight? I know you were out there a little bit earlier for practice.
Truck's very loose right now, so we're struggling trying to get a handle on it. We tightened it up a little bit, went out for a second practice, and still loose. So we're gonna change some stagger up and see what we can go from there and see what we can do with the heat race. So.
Now, I gotta ask you, do you like running the heat races and the main event? Does the heat race help you in any way, or do you wish you just went main event?
I like the heat race rather than qualifying anyways. So, I mean, a heat race is still, it helps me a little bit so I can make sure my car's handling right before the feature. And, I mean, it's all right. Practice is more important to me, though. So.
Practice is important. All right. Well, that makes sense. That explains why everybody goes out there and does it.
Yeah.
I never got that.
So that's why we're in here, right? Yeah.
Right.
So who do you think is your biggest competition out there tonight?
Probably Becca.
Yeah, I had a feeling you might say that.
She's
Yeah.
been tough this year.
Oh, yeah. And we're trying to get a handle on the truck. So, I mean, we also have an automatic compared to the manual, so there's not really a penalty there. So,
Oh, okay.
Might switch eventually to manual.
Does that hurt you on restarts at all, or no?
I mean, it's fine taking off, but then after a little bit on the straightaway, they're leaving me, so it's hard to get speed up from them. So
It's rare that we have a pro truck race where there isn't a side-by-side battle. Have you been in that side-by-side battle with anyone out there tonight or with Becca?
I mean, on the starts, I've been next to her, but that's about it. Other than that, she leaves me. So.
Sure. Yeah, she's she's definitely one to watch every time she's out. So that's understandable. But maybe tonight's your night.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, we flew 1,000
flew.
miles.
Yeah,
so.
my goodness, right?
I just want to play that song.
I was gonna say you didn't walk them, but now it's
Yeah.
gonna be stuck in my head
In
for
my
the rest
head.
of the night.
Thank you for that. Thank you. I hate that song, by the way.
Oh no.
Not a fan. But well, this is going to be interesting because you're one of the few that has actually run the Florida Pro Truck Challenge Series, and you ran Spats as well.
Oh.
And it's a little bit different between the two series. And what's the biggest thing that you've experienced going back and forth between the two series, especially here?
I do like the Spat series. It's just the tires. I can't, like, the truck is so loose on those tires, so it's more like you're just trying to race and be the best loose truck. So the other series, the Florida Pro Truck Challenge Series, you have the regular tires that you're running normally, so it's pretty nice to actually just compete like you normally would. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same as running the new Smyrna trucks as the Florida Pro Truck Challenge Series, but
The tires are the biggest difference.
Tires, for sure.
That race was crazy to watch because everybody was all over the place. I think you led for a while,
Oh, yeah.
and then you ended up. I think you spun out, and then everybody else spun out, and it got to one point. I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna win, and then I'm like, I don't know. It's insane. And then they cut the laps, and I was sad because it was so entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I ended up hitting the wall too a couple times.
Oh, that's
so
right.
I broke the shock. I finished with no shock in the right front, so it was interesting.
That's no easy thing to do. I mean, you kind of need those. There's a reason the shocks are on there too, not to. And did Rusty ever make you go back out there and paint the wall? I know he's talking about it. He's like, who put that big streak down my wall? That's the rule. If you hit the wall, you got to paint it. So don't hit the wall tonight.
Yeah, I remember David Rogers a year or two ago out there painting turn 3.
He painted it pretty hard too, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. It was funnier in my head.
It was so nice to see him last week.
Oh my goodness,
Grand Marshal, he looks great. Sorry to shift gears here, but mentioning David Rogers, it's so good to see him out here, and hopefully we'll have him in the race car here pretty soon.
Really special moment, and that'll be even more special when he gets back in that.
Absolutely, that is going to be a huge deal when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
So of course we're still rooting for David. He's got a few more hurdles to jump through, but it's going well. So we'll keep thinking about him and get him back out here. But we'll turn back to you. As far as tonight goes, have you guys done anything to the truck to change it since last night? It feels like it's been forever since the trucks have been here. Have you made any changes, made any adjustments, anything like that, to try to get it faster?
Yeah, we definitely changed the setup a little bit. We've changed springs, changed different little things on it, and now we're struggling with it loose. We practiced it once when we changed it. After we changed everything, we practiced it like 3 times that one night. And it's been 3 weeks since we've done that. So it's been sitting in the trailer, and now we're back here, and it's hot out. Truck's loose. So we're adjusting it a little bit as it goes, and then we're going to practice probably again after this. So and then see how it goes from there, because we're changing the stagger up. So
And
hopefully it's good.
That temperature change, it's got to throw you a
Oh,
curveball
yeah.
when you practice and maybe run the heat race in the day, and then it's nighttime. But luckily, it's always hot and humid, so it probably doesn't feel maybe it feels a little bit better not having the sun beating down on the racetrack.
For sure. I mean, it's going to definitely change the truck setup a little bit, but if we can at least get it a little bit more tighter, I feel like we're going to have a good truck for tonight.
Now, do you try to compensate for that during practice, knowing it's going to be cooler when you race? Do you make things and try not to over adjust from when you go out and be like, okay, it's a little loose, a little tight, but you know it's going to change for the nighttime? Is it hard to not touch things and leave it alone?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to make it only a little adjustments because you want to make it good for the practice and know what you have for the night, but I mean, you just try to change it little by little so you don't overdo it and then not have a good truck at all and have to adjust it again. But we changed a little bit so far. We'll probably change a little bit more and then see where we go from there. If it's a little bit loose, we're going to deal with it and then see how it goes at nighttime and then go from there.
See, that's the part that, like, I love sitting up there and watching the racing, but all that technical stuff, all the setups, and you got to adjust for this and day and night and practice versus qualifying versus a race, like, that's crazy. Like, people think you just get in and drive. There's a lot to it, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there's my friends from school now at University of Northwestern Ohio. They're just telling me, oh, you just turn left and everything. No, there's a lot of setup that goes to it.
Yeah, it's a smart person's sport.
Oh, yeah,
you know, people
for
just
sure.
think it's a bunch of rednecks driving around. Nope, that ain't the case.
Yeah.
That's why I sit up there and talk about it, because I don't know what the heck I'd be doing. So kudos to all you drivers out there. So.
And you do get the people on the teams that just run the wheel, or call themselves the wheel man or the wheel. I guess I haven't heard that from a woman.
Tire
If you say
whatever.
Wheel woman, but it sounds like you're in there dealing
my
with
hands
the
are
gears
burned
and
right now, so.
yeah. There you go. So you're in it, because I've definitely heard that criticism batted around. So actually, I've heard that in this division.
Yeah, you get some people that just drive, and then you get others that literally they are their crew. Like, look at Don Duvall. He comes out here every week by himself. He's a one-man crew. Does it all. If he's got to work on something, he works on it.
Yeah.
You got Jamie getting her hands dirty. You got some who are just like, I pay a crew. They take care of me. I drive.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that either.
No, you do what you got to do. Whatever gets you to the racetrack.
So is this something that was your passion that you pursued, or was this something that was in your family, or how did you come to this sport?
My dad started racing. He was racing late models, dirt modifieds, big block modifieds up in New York and Pennsylvania. And so then I was like 10, and he took us to the racetrack, and he had a car, and I took it over after that, and I started running Melbourne, and then I ran Orlando, and I started running Smyrna and dirt and everything. So I started racing at 9, and been racing since.
Just got the bug.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's addiction.
Yeah, I believe it.
So do you like running dirt?
I do a little bit. I wanted to run that dirt truck race.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looked like it would have been right up your alley.
I was moving into Ohio, so I couldn't do that at all.
Yeah, school takes.
Praying for a
takes
rain
the cake. Yeah, right. That was a fun race too. Rich Clouser ran a hell of a race. That was fun. I hope if they do it again next year, maybe you'll get a shot at it. But he was asking, how you got your start. I always like to ask people about their numbers because you're 05, which is kind of a unique number. I love those 0 whatever numbers. To me, I think it's cool that that's allowed. Why 05 for you?
Honestly, I picked 5 for my birthday, and then I hate just one number, so I had to add a 0 to the front.
Yeah,
so.
fair enough. So you were born on the 5th?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's why 29 is my number. I was born on the 29th, so that's always been my number. So that's very cool. Like, I think a lot of times people just see a number, and they're like, okay, it's just a number, it's so that they can keep track of their car. But a lot of times there's a story, and yours is as simple as, I was born on the 5th, and I don't like single numbers, so I put a 0 in front. I think that's cool. That's very cool. And of course, your truck is pink and black. You can't miss it. It's one of the sharpest ones out there.
As you can tell, my favorite color is pink.
Okay. I was going to ask, is it pink?
Yeah.
Where's the green on your truck? You're smart to keep it off.
Yeah,
Some people are you
exactly.
superstitious to green?
I don't really care. I mean, I've had pink in my green cars before, so.
It doesn't hurt Becca. She's got green.
No, exactly.
Yeah. Incidentally, that's my favorite color combination. We've talked about that
Black and
before. The green and pink.
Oh,
We've talked about that before. That if I had a car, those are the colors.
I knew you'd have a pink car.
Yep. You sure did. Yep.
We'll get you. One of these days, we'll get you out there. We'll get your son when he's old enough to video you running around in the bombers or something.
Okay,
I'd
all right.
love to see Tom race a car.
But it has to be a pink and green bomber.
All right, we'll get you a pink and green
So-
bomber. I got a chance to.
I think there has been one actually. Yeah, that's right. Was it a rain out that night or did the?
Yeah, we got halfway through the night and it rained out.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember
that's right.
Keith? I was going to drive Keith's car.
And Keith was gonna do commentary, yep,
And then I
yep.
didn't get, like, my family came out and everything. And never got to
That's
do it.
right.
At least I got to drive practice.
Mhm.
So I got to say I drove a race. I got to pretend to be a race car.
I got
once,
that
and it wasn't even Halloween.
Picture on Facebook in the driver's
Yes,
seat.
I was so nervous because I was more nervous about driving somebody else's car just because I'm like, if I
Right.
screw up, I'm gonna feel so bad. And I'm sitting there ready to go out, and I'm just like, all right, gotta remember what to do. And he's like, can I get a picture? I'm like, yeah, whatever you want. He's like, can I get a smile or a thumbs up? Or I'm just like,
You got the mask on, so you can't see. There's no smile, but yeah.
oh, but behind the thing, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good
Or
time.
maybe you don't have the mask. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
well, it was a,
specifics aside,
the-
everybody's seen the picture, I'm sure.
The helmet.
Yeah.
The face mask of the helmet. I think that's what you're referring
Yeah, I think. Well, that's what I meant. Yeah, that part of it. Whatever.
I wasn't wearing the Michael Myers mask.
You know,
when I was
right,
racing.
that
was only for Halloween.
would have been something though. Yeah.
That would be crazy. He might come back this year.
He can drive a car.
He can. I don't
Yeah.
know how.
He's
but
he's done it in a couple movies.
we should have Michael Myers out there driving one
You
of
know,
the
they have
cars
those
around during Halloween.
driver's ed lessons in Hatton,
Insane Asylum.
Hatton,
Yeah.
whatever,
Haddonfield.
Hattonfield. Yeah.
Yep.
The Hattonfield.
How do you not know that, Tom?
Because I'm a Friday the 13th guy.
I know Camp Crystal Lake, and I'm a Halloween guy.
And we're talking about slasher movies, and we got Jamie Sullivan. What's your favorite slasher? Do you like
Yeah,
slasher
there you
movies?
go.
I don't like scary movies at all.
No,
Not at all.
Oh, slashers
No.
aren't really all that scary though.
No.
But I guess if you don't like scary movies, then slasher movies become scary. I remember H2O was one of the first horror movies that I saw, and like now I watch it and laugh
It's
at it.
not
even
really
though
that scary. It's
Yeah,
not really
no.
a good movie either.
It's well in the spectrum. It's okay, but yeah, I was terrified. I remember going home and being afraid to go in the kitchen because there were butcher knives in the kitchen.
And you knew Michael was just waiting in the pantry. to
He
stab
had,
you with them.
of course he was,
He
because
had to
he
be.
knew that I just watched his movie. So,
That's how he works.
What movies do you like movies? Do you watch anything? Is there anything you've seen this year that you really liked?
I just like comedy movies. I don't really
Okay.
watch much TV or movies. I'm
Yeah.
always outside doing something. So.
Yeah, it sounds that way actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the skateboard and everything. So.
You should rather go out and break bones and sit
Oh,
in
yeah.
safety
Well-
on the couch and watch a movie.
I mean, hey, and make inroads in life rather than just be sedentary, like I said, like I am sometimes sitting at home watching movies like H2O.
I mean, every now and then it doesn't hurt to put on a bad movie.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I'm trying to see what Margot just posted.
She put a squirrel on there. That means
Oh.
we're jumping all around being crazy.
Okay,
Hey,
all right,
That's
yeah.
what it's all about. We're learning about Jamie Sullivan and Native American.
Yeah. That's what happens when I have a Starbucks before we start recording. So I apologize.
You're into Starbucks too. Huh? You know what's funny? I drove through Starbucks this morning to not to get myself a coffee, but to get a cake pop for the little guy.
Yeah.
And to get Margot a coffee. And I'm holding a Starbucks coffee cup with Costco K-Cup coffee in it. And I'm ordering Starbucks.
That's funny.
They probably were looking at me like, this guy.
Jamie, do you like the cake pops?
Yeah, they're pretty good, but I like frappuccinos from Starbucks.
Yes, that's my drink. I do the frappuccinos as well. Yeah, I like their new espresso, or I think it's new espresso frappuccino. That's what I always get anyway. The reason I ask, how do you eat a cake pop? Because there seems to be, do you lick it like it's a lollipop, or do you? Thank you. How does Dawson eat it?
He just bites into it.
Smart kid.
Sometimes he rubs
Smart
it
kid.
on his face a little bit just to
Okay,
make sure that
all right.
it's all there.
Well, you have to.
Every now and then he gets mad at it and throws it.
Okay, well that's an interesting strategy, but that's how I eat the cake pop too. I rub it on my face and then I take a bite. My kids lick it like it's a lollipop and it drives me insane. So thank you.
It's like hard chocolate. It's not like a chocolate that melts in your mouth. It's like that baker's chocolate that's solid. So you can lick it,
yes, yeah.
but you're not going to get very far. For me, if I'm eating one of those things, if I want a stomachache for the rest of the day,
goodness.
you bite right in. See, you bite right into it.
Yep.
Margo says you bite into it. We've determined on the Pit Pass podcast. Some crazy news. You bite into a cake pop.
And we know Jamie Sullivan's Starbucks order now.
Yep. And I feel so crazy. Oh, Dawson eats all the sprinkles first. You gotta take the sprinkles
okay.
off
All right.
first. He
Yeah.
likes the chocolate one with the sprinkles.
My kids make me take the sprinkles off so they can.
I'm sorry. There's a
Thank
lot
you.
of those on there.
I'm gonna show my kids that reaction. So then.
There you go. Yeah. So I don't know how y'all order your coffee there because I just like black coffee because I'm basic like that. Y'all go in there and every time I order coffee for someone, I gotta pull up my phone. Be like,
Yep.
Give me a minute. I need a caramel macchiato espresso, extra ice in this kind of big cup. Thanks.
You have somebody text you their order and you read off what sound like a bunch of random words strung together that then the person on the other end understands and they're like, yes, that is a drink.
Right up.
Yep.
And then if I get it wrong, oh boy.
That's why I gotta go there more.
Yeah, I guess.
No. Man, I already got like an automatic thing on my credit card that comes off every time the thing renews. I'm keeping my local Starbucks in business, but that's okay. It makes people happy. That's all that matters. So besides Starbucks and race cars, what else? Okay, and skateboards. What else do you like to do?
I like working on cars, go-karting, hang out with friends, going to the beach. Can't
How come
lose
you
my
didn't come to our
tan.
go-kart event then?
I wasn't here. I was in Florida.
Oh,
In
duh.
Ohio, sorry.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Do you get that fix in Ohio? Can you go to a Great Lake, or are there any good?
They only have like one little beach. It's like a lake, and then you have sand. That's about it. So it kind of sucks. But you know what?
At least you got something.
Yeah, it's something. I'm trying to keep my tan up while I'm in Ohio. So.
Yeah, we've been spoiled by the beaches down here. Ryan and I grew up in New England, and I just remember going to lakes all the time as a kid, and I never thought anything of it.
There's nothing wrong with Lake Champlain. It was beautiful.
Okay. Yeah,
You ever get to Lake Champlain?
I wouldn't remember.
Wouldn't
I mean,
remember.
maybe it's possible, but
It's the lake that separates Vermont and New York.
Oh no, never. No,
Okay.
haven't gotten there. But then you go to the beaches down here, and everything's nice and clean, unless it's a red tide. And then I think back to those lakes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I actually got in those things.
Yeah, every time I've come down here now, the past 2 weeks I've came down, and there's something wrong with the beach. There's
Oh no.
stuff going on, and people getting eaten like alive by the fish and stuff. So I'm like, I can't go to the beach now.
It's that movie Crawl.
Crawl.
Yeah, the new Sam Raimi movie about
I have not heard.
A hurricane hits and alligators are attacking people in their basements because the town is flooded.
Oh,
I saw
okay.
the trailer
Alright.
for it, and my tweet was, I'm glad that somebody finally made a documentary about what Florida is like every single day.
Yeah. Or every summer when every day we gotta look up Facebook. Or is there a hurricane? No.
Right.
I go about my day.
Right.
There's literally a website that I go on from about July through November. Every day I
Yeah.
go to check to see what the next thing is going to come try to kill us. Because after what was it, Irma? After she came through, I've been like terrified because that one hit me hard.
Yes, it did.
Destroyed
Yes, it
my
did.
house for about 6 weeks, which is never fun. So I don't like them, and I would not suggest if you go to the beach, don't go to the West Coast right now. It might be a little rough out there.
Oh yeah, we've been going to the pool the past couple of days, so I mean that's nice.
Pools
Getting it in.
Pools aren't as fun. I'm
No.
sorry.
I like the beach, but I'll be going back to Ohio and I'll be going to the beach, the lake beach every
Yeah.
day. So
Okay.
It counts.
we go to the reservoir every night.
At least
too,
you got
so.
something.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty fun though. Good way to go unwind from a long day at school.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, well, we're getting about to the point where I got to stop talking because I got to go up there and start talking. So I want to give you an opportunity, give shout outs to anyone that you want to give shout outs to, any sponsors, family members, anyone that helps you out.
I gotta give a shout out to my dad the most. Him and his moving company. He's helped me out a lot and supports my truck and helps every night. And then my sister, she just came down from Kentucky for college this summer, so she's been helping past couple nights. And then my brother, he's helped a lot. My mom and a couple of the shops helped a lot. So I mean, it's been a struggle throughout the whole years of racing this truck, but we're starting to learn it and do it ourselves and stuff. So.
Well, it sounds like a fun family effort / family project.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
the whole family's involved. That to me is what would make it even more fun.
Yeah, we like working on our own cars though. So.
It's like you go, you eat dinner, and you go out and work on the race truck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it any other way. That's awesome. What's the name of the moving company?
Sullivan Moving Systems.
Just wanted to get that out there for you. I know it's on the side of the truck, but want to get that out there so people hear the name, because the sponsors help, and especially if it'll help your father's company. And hey, one person's like, hey, I'm moving. They remember this, and there you go. You got an extra customer. So I wanted to get that out there. Jamie, thank you for stopping by, taking time out of your day. I know you guys are busy down there, so we will let you run, get back down there, and get ready to go racing tonight.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
you
having
stopping
me.
by.